it's one thing, it felt like a long time in San Jose, but for obvious reasons. Now here, skating, I mean, does the series potentially feel more real that you've arrived in LA and at the rink you'll play game one?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously it was a nice time in San Jose just to be able to have a couple days to unwind, recover, get ready to roll. So great to be back in LA. Always fun to skate at this rink, and looking forward to getting going tomorrow.
What are your kind of thoughts going into game one of the opening round series against LA?
Excited. We've waited all year for this. We've waited all year to get back to this moment, so we're looking forward to it. Everybody does. I'm sure they're excited. Everybody's excited, so it should be a fun one.
How does this Kings team differ from the teams you've seen in years past?
They're similar. They're similar in a lot of ways. Solid defensively, really, really solid. They have depth. They have depth scoring. They roll four lines, three mostly, but they roll four lines, and they're a solid, deep defensive team, like they have been in years past. It's their identity. They stick to it, and it works for them. They make it challenging on you.
How does Darcy Kemper change the complexion of that team?
Talby had a great year last year too. They play a system where goalies really thrive. They play a really clean, simple, detailed game that goalies seem to really thrive in. Every goalie that goes in there seems to play really well. So obviously Kemper's a good goalie. Had a great year. He's won a cup before. He's a different goalie, but the team identity is still the same.
What would you say about the journey that is the playoffs? I mean, I know you don't want to look at the end because you got to get through the beginning, but it is a special time where everyone is hoping that is in a playoff spot, that you're playing for a couple months and holding, what at the end of it.
Yeah, I think it's a hopeful time for everybody. I would say that's the best way to describe it. Everybody has high hopes for, a deep run. That's all 16 teams that make it. It takes a lot of work just to get to this point. All 16 teams believe that they have a chance. All of them believe that they're a good team, and they have all the pieces to do it. We would be no different. We believe that too. They believe that. Let's just play. Let's see what happens.
Given how deep you guys went last year and the experience you guys gained, how does the mindset and the approach change, if at all, when it comes to game one of the playoffs altogether?
It doesn't change at all. Last year doesn't mean anything. It's a new year, a new round, a new series. Last year doesn't mean anything. Great experience to lean on, but got to be ready for a real good LA team, and we're excited for the challenge.
What did you learn about your group, especially over the last few weeks of the regular season when you guys were obviously dealing with injuries and stuff, but still coming out on top whenever you guys needed to? What did you learn about your group?
Yeah, resilient group, resilient team. I knew that about our team, but just kind of cements it home, And it's everybody. It's not just a handful of guys. We had lots of different guys coming in and out of the lineup, and guys stepping up, guys being asked to do different things that they're not normally asked to, and everybody responded.